leftover Christmas chocolate. Hi everybody, I hope you had a lovely Christmas and a happy new year probably by the time you're watching this. I just thought, I'm putting makeup on for about 4 days now. I haven't left the house. No, I did. I left to go watch Mary Poppins with my friends the other night. That was really cool. But I haven't actually done any like fun glam makeup for quite a while, and like a full face sort of chatty, get ready with me kind of thing. I hate this moisturiser, but it's all I've got left. So because it's been so long since I've actually done a sort of sit down chatty get ready with me, there's probably going to be some products that you haven't seen me use before. You may have seen me use this actually, now I'm thinking about it. This is the Tarte Clear State Timeless Smoothing Primer. It's in a little pot like this. It's basically pretty similar to, what do you call it, Professional by Benefit, but I don't know, I just feel like I don't waste as much this way because I can actually just scoop out what I need on my fingers. It's not quite as hygienic, but I have sort of more control over how much product I'm using. So I've been smoothing that into my usual places, but I've also been sort of going down here a little bit into these smile lines because, man, I hate them. I know there's nothing I can do about it without spending a lot of money, but I've actually been doing my eyebrows first a lot recently. This is like my new favourite thing to do. Just putting a little bit of the Shape Tape on my brow line and my eyelids like so. And then I'm taking like a little sort of fluffy brush. I think this is actually a crease brush of some kind, but I kind of like it to buff that concealer in to my skin. So while I'm doing that, let's have a little chat. We went to see Mary Poppins a couple of nights ago. Oh my god. I fully wanted to hate it. I really, really did, but the trailer sort of pulled me in a little bit. I was intrigued. And I really like Emily Blunt. I thought she was, I think to be honest, she was the best thing in Into the Woods, the Disney movie, musical thing. I didn't particularly enjoy the rest of the film of Into the Woods, but I really liked the Emily Blunt's performance in it. So I'm really sorry if I go yellow, by the way. It's the bulbs on my lighting are warm candlelight, so if I go orangey or yellowy, that is why. So I kind of sweep all that concealer into my brows, but sort of more onto the skin underneath kind of thing, and it just gives me a sticky base for my eyebrow powder to stick to. So no new products for my eyebrows. I am still using an eyeshadow. This is in the Tarte in Bloom palette, and it's the shade Activist in this top corner. I have another one of these which I bought in Florida, but I haven't managed to crack into it yet, which I'm quite pleased about. Guys! Come on, stop! I'm sure I've shown you how I do my eyebrows a million times, but it is one of my favourite things to do. So I just load up my brush and I start right at the top here. Am I close enough? Am I too close? I don't know. And just fill in the little wispy areas above the main chunk of my brow. I've been thinking about making my eyebrows a little bit thinner, like, you know, plucking them a bit thinner. Don't know. I wish I had more space here to put eyeshadow on. I just feel like I would look sort of younger and more awake. My god, this looks dark on camera, but it doesn't in real life, I promise. Yeah, so back to Emily Blunt and Mary Poppins. I really, really liked it. I loved the kids, the little kids in it. They were great. I love Ben Wilshaw. I love him in everything he does. I can't remember the name of the other actress that was playing the grown-up Jane, but she was really likeable. Oh my god, guys! And you know what? The songs were great as well. There was only one song that I didn't particularly like, and that was the sort of Step in Time number. Step in time, step in time. I didn't like it at all, that song. It didn't need it at all. And if I'm going to be honest, I didn't like the guy playing Jack, which is like the modern Bert character. He did nothing for me at all. He wasn't cute, he wasn't sexy, he wasn't sweet, he wasn't, like, you didn't love him. I said to my friends, he didn't have any warmth about him. So I wasn't particularly fussed for him. But then they said, oh, you know, he wrote the music for Moana, and something else. I can't think what it was, but a great composer, but not a great actor in my opinion. I just didn't warm to him at all. Okay, so I have a very rough shape going on. As you can see, it's kind of a bit fluffy there. It's not very defined, but the shape is generally okay. I think this one's a lot thicker than that one. This is what I mean, like, I think I need to thin out the bottom here so I can go higher here, but that would mean having to do my brows every single day, which I'm not sure I'm prepared to do. Alright, I've scooped out a load of concealer onto the back of my hand. This is the Shape Tape concealer, as I said earlier. And I have just a little flat concealer brush. I usually like to use a smaller brush than this, but it's downstairs in my bag and I can't be asked to go and get it. And I do find using this bigger brush, the job gets done a lot quicker. Yes, it does. Meow, meow, meow. So as you can see, it just tidies out those fluffy edges. You have no idea how distracting my cats are in the background. He's sat upside down in the bin. I used to pluck my eyebrows pretty much every day just to keep them really tidy. Can't remember the last time I plucked them. And then the same for on top. Just get plenty of that product onto the brush and tidy up those edges. Sorry, I'm concentrating, that's why I've gone quiet. Okay. Yep. I always do that, I always pull it down too far. Looks a right bloody mess there. Okay, so I have been doing my eyeshadow before the rest of my face recently. Don't know why that's a thing. I suppose it's because I've not had to worry about getting fallout all over my cheeks and stuff, so I don't actually know what kind of look I'm going to do today. I've been feeling like cool tone things are sort of more trendy at the moment. I guess because of winter and it being icy and stuff, and we're not like in autumn with all the lovely orange colours and trends in our wardrobe. So I think I might try a cool look today. So what have I got? I've got the Tartelette palette here, which is really nice. It's got loads of like these lovely sort of mauvey tones here, and as you can see, all these transition shades are really cool toned. But also in this Stacey Marie Carnival palette, it's got this gorgeous purpley colour here, which I do reach for quite a lot. I would say, like, if I'm going for a purple eye, I will always use this palette. I don't know, that's all I really use it for though. I haven't really used the blues and the pinks and the yellows so much. I always tend to go for this purple down here, so let's see how that goes today. Alright, so I'm going to start off with this shade up here called Naked in the Stacey Marie palette. I hope I've cleaned this brush enough, because I tend to always go for like a brown warm eye on the daily basis, but I'm trying something different today for you. Oh my god, I haven't talked to you about Disneyland Paris, have I? Okay. It was awesome, of course. There were a few little, I'm going to say mishaps, is that the right word? There was a few little incidents whilst we were there. The main one being not being able to go on, whoa, just dropped my palette. It's okay, I caught it. Not being able to go on some of the bigger rides. So we knew Haunted Mansion was shut before we went. Like, we knew it's been shut for like 2 years because they're completely renovating it. They're doing all the new things to it. I think it's got like a new track and new animatronics. Sorry, I mean new ghosts. Animatronics indeed. We knew that was shut when we went, but we still went up to have a look at it at night time, and it was so cool. Like, all the new gravestones and everything were just hilarious, like all the puns and the names on them and stuff. That was awesome. And then like the atmosphere around it, like there was a there was a tomb, a big stone tomb sort of thing there, and you could hear somebody like knocking and rattling and ringing a bell inside it. It was just great. I can't wait for it to open. I've no idea what they're doing to it. I hope they just don't take too many of the like traditional characters out of it, but whatever. So we knew that was shut when we went. However, oh no wait, there was another one we knew that was shut, which was Space Mountain. We knew that was shut before we went because I checked to see what would be closed for renovation and, you know, refurbishment and stuff while we were there. And that was one of them. And to be honest, none of us were particularly bothered. I think the boys were, not Dan, of course. But the last time I went on it was before it had the Star Wars makeover, and it was horrendous. Like, I hated every second of that ride. It was just so bumpy, and we had a headache for the rest of the day. So, yeah, I wasn't too fussed that that was shut. The one ride that I really, really wanted to go on was Thunder Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain, because I loved it so much in Florida. And when we were in Florida, one of my parties said, oh my god, it's great, but it's not as good as Disneyland Paris because they've redone it. Now, the last time I went to Disneyland Paris, which was 2 or 3 years ago now, 2, 3 years? Nearly 3 years ago, that was shut for renovation like the Haunted Mansion is now. I'm just going in with my next shade, which is Best Friend in the Tartlet palette. So yeah, last time I went to Disneyland Paris, thingy was shut. Thunder Mountain was shut. So, was really excited to ride it this time because love the ride in Florida and I couldn't wait to try it in Paris. And we tried to ride it, I guess, maybe 4 or 5 times. It was knackered every single time we went to try and ride it. We had fast passes in the evening, and Disneyland fast passes are totally different to Disney World fast passes. Like, you can't pre-book them, you've just got to go on the day and hope that there is some left. And there were some left when we went, and we went quite late on in the day. I'm guessing maybe like 6 o'clock we tried to go ride it, maybe even later, and we could not get on it because it had broken down, and there were actually still guests in the park sat in the train like, oh my god, we're stuck, like we're abandoned here, we're never leaving. And there were cast members sort of walking around reassuring them, you know, oh, it's okay, we'll get you out soon. And they were on the ground floor, they weren't like halfway up or anything, you know, halfway up the mountain, they were fine. But so yeah, we couldn't use our fast pass. And we were really tired because it was our first day and we were knackered and we just wanted to, you know, go on the ride and go home. So never mind, we've got all day tomorrow to try it. Now I'm going back into the Stacey Marie palette and I'm using Chant, this mauvey purple down here. So the next day, we spent most of the day in the Studios Park and we had a really great day. This mirror is filthy, I can't even see what I'm doing. We had a really great day. We got up, did our extra magic hours. It was absolutely ace. And we headed back over to the Magic Kingdom at probably about 5 o'clock again. Let's go ride Big Thunder Mountain. Oh no, it's broken again. Great. So before we'd gone over to try and ride Big Thunder Mountain, we tried to ride Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster. And we'd been in the queue for maybe like 20 minutes and it broke down. again for like the third time that day, but that was the only time we were in the queue for it. Maybe we queued twice, I don't know. But yeah, it broke down, and it broke down for like the rest of the day. So we didn't get to go on Space Mountain. We didn't get to go on the Haunted Mansion. And we didn't get to go on Rock and Roller Coaster. So getting a bit, you know, frustrated at this point. Never mind, let's go over to Magic Kingdom and try and ride thingy again. Thunder Mountain. Guess what? It's broken down again. Oh my god. So we got another fast pass to come back later, and it was still broken. It was just a nightmare. So on the third and final day that we were at Disneyland Paris, we decided to have one last attempt at riding Big Thunder Mountain. Hey, guess what? It's broken down again. But they don't even call it that on the, is this the right palette? That doesn't look very purple. They say temporarily interrupted. I've just gone back into this palette and I'm using the deepest aubergine purple colour with a little tiny fluffy brush. So yeah, like, it just wasn't happening. And we were really tired, you know, we'd had a very exhausting long day. And we just, yeah, we were done. We, like, screw you, Thunder Mountain. We can't do this no more. I need to get close to my mirror because I can't see what the fuck I'm doing. Excuse my French, I can't see what I'm doing. So I'm just working this out on the edges here and fluffing it up slightly towards the corner of my brow. Bombshell. Why on earth is this shade called Bombshell? I don't know. Come on, Tarte. I've never been impressed with Tarte's names for their eyeshadows. So I'm just keeping this deepest colour as close to my natural crease line as possible, because I will be cutting my crease. That is my favourite thing to do at the moment. That is all I've been doing with my makeup recently. Like, I've been sort of doing it for, you know, if I was going out or something, but it's slowly becoming an everyday thing because I just love how big it makes my eyes look. Like, I'm obsessed at the moment with making my eyelids look as big as possible. Like, that's what I was saying about getting my brows further up my head. Oh, you're back, are you? What are you singing at? What are you doing? Mm-hmm. You have fun? He's so cute, but so naughty. Can you see how massive this cat has got? It's almost as big as Meg now. But it's still very, very kitteny. Yeah, they had the snip, did these kittens. Finally. To be honest, like, I haven't really noticed a change. I think they're a little bit more calm, but I think they're just fed up of being stuck indoors now. Like, they're just ready, I think, but they're not old enough. They're just probably getting pissed off with each other. But they will be old enough in February to go outside, but I'm just scared because they're my little babies and I don't want them to go walkies because they are so cute. Like, everybody that meets them just wants to take them home because they're just so cute to look at. They're not cute to live with. Are you? Hey? You a nightmare? You want to come here? Come on then. You saying hello? Say, hi, I'm a big boy now. You're still a tiny kitten really though, aren't you? Yes, do you like it? Eyeshadow. I love licking your eyes, don't they, cats? It's really strange. Does it smell like poster paint? What's he doing? Hey, that's my beauty blender. How'd you get that? So I don't know if you watched my Disney vlogs, but they're great fun. They're a lot shorter than my Florida ones because obviously I wasn't there and as long, and I don't know, I just wanted to enjoy myself a lot as well while I was there. So they're nice and short. They're about, I don't know, I think longest day was about 13 hours and I crammed it into 29 minutes or something. Right, I'm ready to cut my crisp. But what was the other thing that didn't happen? Space Mountain, Thunder Mountain, Aerosmith, and yeah, Haunted Mansions. Those are the 4 we didn't get to ride. But it was a great time of year to go. I can highly recommend going early December if you don't have children and you've no sort of commitments at work and stuff. Definitely get yourself to Disneyland early December, because I think we only queued for Crusher's Coaster for about 30 minutes, which is nothing really. It's usually at least an hour's wait because there's no fast pass line. But yeah, it was really, really good. Right, I'm going to cut my crease now. You've probably seen me do this quite a bit. When I was vlogging in Disney, I actually finished the vlog in Disney because I felt as if, do you know what, these are Disney vlogs, they're not travel vlogs. You know, nobody cares about how you got home. My God, I wish I'd had the camera on. It was hilarious. All right, I've done one eye. I feel as if I can concentrate a little bit more now. So we decided we were gonna set off from Disneyland to go home at like 4 p.m. because our crossing was at like 20 to 8 and it was about a 3-hour drive. We wanted to have a little time in the supermarket before we got home, you know, because we're grown-ups now, we need all the French wine and cheese possible to take home. So we were planning to set off at 4 o'clock, but we were so tired because it had really been sort of a full-on 3 days of getting up super early and walking. Like, I think we walked, it was over 10 miles on the longest day, and the beds were fucking awful in the Cheyenne Hotel. So we'd had enough and we watched the parade and then decided, you know, enough's enough, let's go home. We'll have plenty of time to get there, we can stop for some lunch, you know, we can call it as many supermarkets as we want, loads of time in the duty free, let's just call it a day and go. So we probably left maybe at like 1:30 with the idea that, you know what, if we are early, we can get an earlier crossing home and not have to drive home in, you know, when it's really, really dark. Not that any of the boys minded driving in the dark. So we went in 2 cars. We went in Dan's car and Dom's car. So Dom's car is a petrol car, Dan's is a diesel. Dan could have like gone to Paris and back 10 times on 1 tank. However, petrol, we needed to get more petrol for Dom's car. Unfortunately for us, we decided to go to Paris the week that all the petrol protests were happening. It was quite difficult to actually get some petrol. We had to go to 4 different petrol stations before we finally got some, which was a big relief, obviously. I have no idea what I want to put on my lids, by the way. Oh God, please don't be really, really, really white. I just need to set it more than anything. Hey, will you stop it? So yeah, we were really sort of panicking, trying to find petrol. Which, you know, he only had maybe like 20-30 miles left in his car, so it was a little bit of a, you know, oh my God, what are we gonna do? And obviously we don't really know where we're driving because, you know, we're in France and we're just like typing into sat-nav, you know. It's not like you can just put petrol station into a sat-nav and it'll take you to one. We literally had to drive around until we found somewhere. Anyway, we eventually did find a petrol station, thank goodness. Topped up, and because Dom's in like a super speedy car, I don't know what it is, some kind of modern fast car, and we're in like a little 25-year-old Citroen ZX, you know, we were sort of cruising and taking it easy, you know, we weren't dashing off at 130 kilometers an hour. everybody in the other car got there like half an hour before we did. And then, you know, ringing us saying, hey, we're nearly there actually. So we're going to go hang out at this garden centre. Here's the postcode. We'll see you there. Great. See you there, guys. If only. It didn't really work out like that. I put in this postcode into our sat-nav and it said it was 30 minutes away. Oh, that's fine. Great. So we're getting close, you know. Dan says to me, how far away is this garden centre? I said, oh, well, the sat-nav says it's 5 minutes. He went, oh, really? Because I think we're about to get on the ferry to Brussels. Basically, our sat-nav was so out of date. Like, when I switched it on, it said, you have not updated your maps for 45 months. I think our maps were so out of date. Like, all the roads had changed. And it was leading us to this garden centre via Brussels or something. I don't know. It was very, very stressful. And then, of course, they're ringing us saying, where the hell are you? You know, really need to get ourselves there for the crossing, because obviously time has ticked by quite a lot by now. You know, we're not gonna end up on the same train, you know. And Dan is like screaming at me, where am I going? What am I doing? Help me, you know, because he's on all these weird roundabouts with loads of roadworks, trying not to go to Brussels. And then they're ringing us going, me, and it was just like, oh my God, right, we're gonna meet you there, okay? If you're 11 minutes away and we're 1 minute away, why don't you set off in 10 minutes and we'll see you there, okay? Whew! So that is what happened. I quickly keyed in the postcode for the crossing and we got there absolutely fine. I'm just gonna do my foundation now. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Faux Filter High Coverage Cream Foundation. I just call it the Huda Beauty Foundation. In the shade Shortbread, which is a little bit warm for me, but I kind of get away with it because I use powder on my face. Anyway, it all came together. We ended up getting on the same train because it was the Eurotunnel. Is it the Eurotunnel? Channel Tunnel? Channel Tunnel that we were going on. Oops. And God, my skin is so red at the moment. It's all the chocolate and wine. Yeah, we got onto the same booking, which was very useful. And we had about half an hour to kill before we had to get on this. If you're thinking about jumping on my back, you can forget it. Hey, I can see you. You better not be. Seriously. I'm watching you. So we had about half an hour to kill before this crossing. And we're like, oh, great, we can go to the duty free. Now, I was really, really upset because when we called at the supermarket in the mad rush to try and find petrol, we'd remembered to buy wine, but I didn't remember to buy cheese, which is really annoying. So, thankfully, at this, oh my God, look how yellow it looks on here. Thankfully, at this duty free, they had a shit ton of cheese reduced. So I was like, oh my God, look at all this cheese. It's half price. I'm gonna buy it all. Oh my God. Anyway, I had my arms full of cheese and like gin and whatever. And I said, oh, Dan. Oh my God, Kat, no, why? Dan, just pick up that for me. And he bets, no, that's my brush. I said, Dan, just pick that up for me. And he picked it up and this alarm went off. Why are you on my dressing table? No! Come on, please. So he picked up this thing I wanted and this alarm went off and he like jokingly went like this as if, oh my God, the police have caught me. And we were just like joking around, having a laugh, oh, Dan, you've set the alarms off. And then this French guy taps us on the shoulder and says, "Excusez-moi, can you please leave the building as quickly as possible, put everything down and get out?" We were like, "Whoa, mate, what are you talking?" We're all joking around. He was like, no, the alarm is going off. We need to evacuate the building. I was like, oh my God, this cheese better still be here when I get back. "Oh yes, madame, everything will still be here." So we went outside, and of course it's like getting on. It's like maybe 6:30 in the evening, and we are absolutely, you know, freezing, fed up. It's not raining, but it might as well have been. It was so cold and dreary and awful. And so we're just stood there like waiting and waiting. Like, I mean, they literally evacuated the whole building. We don't know what the alarm was, whether it was a fire alarm or what, but they evacuated everybody. Like, all the people that were working in Starbucks, everybody had to get out. So we were really close, like loitering. You know, like kids that hang outside supermarkets. Yeah, we were those kids hanging around outside the duty free. Because we, you know, really wanted to get our stuff that, you know, we'd made time for, to make sure that we had, you know, all our goodies to take home for Christmas. You know, Ben had picked up this really nice whiskey. I'd got, you know, cheese. Sam had picked up some really nice perfume for herself. You know, there was things we wanted. Anyway, so we stood out for about 20 minutes, and the whole time we're stood there, we've got this great big screen above our heads saying, "Please proceed to boarding." Okay. Well, eventually they let us back in, and, you know, Rosie, who's my best friend but is quite a, you know, an anxious traveller, she was like, "Oh my God, we need to go." Whereas I was quite blasé, and I was like, "Oh, it'll be fine." When we were coming out to go to France, we didn't get on the ferry until it said last call, you know? So that kind of relaxed her a little bit, I think. Oh God, nose is so itchy. I'm just stamping this powder all over my face. So it didn't say last call, it just said please proceed. So not too fussed really, you know, just wander on in and get our things, it'll be fine. We ran back in, and of course, these dickheads in this shop had put everything back, so we had to run around like Dale Winton's supermarket bloody sweep to try and find everything that we'd picked up again, including my cheese. Fuming. Got to the checkout. Of course, I'd bought reduced cheese, so she had to like barcode scan every single, you know, Kia all in and half price, like 10 things of cheese, because I'm that annoying person that does that. And then, you know, it was just, oh my God, hurry. Rosie and Dom had gone back to the car. Dan had gone back to the car. They'd started the engines. And by the time we had come out of the shop, it said on the board, last call. We were like, it's fine. We're fine. We'll do it. We'll get there in time. So we got in the car, started driving. As we approached the barrier to get onto the train, there was this great big thing above it that said boarding closed. Whoopsie! So we're speeding down this little path to try and get on this bloody train that still didn't set off for like another 9 minutes, I think it was. And fortunately, in front of us, there was another car. So there was this other car, Rosie and Dom's car, and then me and Dan's car at the back. And we were like, hey, it's all right. We'll be fine. We got up to the train, and sure enough, it was still there with its door wide open, plenty of room for 3 cars. Absolutely cracking. Well, of course, behind us, all of a sudden, this great big coach appears. The gap that's left in that train looks big enough for a coach. Or 3 cars. Wonder who it's going to be, but we're here first. Anyway, this little French guy, this little yellow jacket, lovely French man, he comes up to all three of us cars. He's like, oh, hello, good evening. We are so sorry, but there is no more room downstairs. So if you would like to follow the other buggy, the buggy will take you upstairs to the next garage. Oh, great. Cheers. We'll sit upstairs. No problem, mate. So off we go. We start following this little, I don't know, like a little golf buggy van thing, who's gonna show us how to get upstairs onto the upper deck because there's no more room downstairs. And so we follow him up this ramp and takes us down another ramp, and then we go up another ramp that's kind of like going away from the train. And this little buggy leads us into the car park that we've just left. And then tells us to park up anywhere. Bearing in mind the train is leaving in like 2 minutes. So we sit there. And then these very nice French yellow jackets come up to us and says, oh, we are so sorry. There is no more room on the train. You will have to wait for the next one. So frustrating. But you know what? It was fine. It was only like half an hour. I was just a bit pissed off because they'd like made us stand out in the cold for so long, and you know, we'd not managed to maybe spend as much time in the duty free as I'd like. But oh well, these things happen, don't they? That was a NYX blush that I used to contour in the shade Taupe. Taupe? Yeah, it's Taupe. But I'm sure I've said this before. I'm not sure whether they make it anymore. I was told by a NYX employee that they were discontinuing this shade. However, I think I have seen it knocking about. So, but it is a great colour. It's lovely and ashy. I'm just gonna get rid of this friggin' chin from the £10,000 that I've put on in the last week. So yeah, we had to sit in the car park for like half an hour and eat crisps. Many, many crisps. Just contouring his nose a little bit more. I never ever bake my under eyes anymore with a sponge. I just feel like I'm too old and crepey under my eyes to get away with it. Like, ooh, I just look horrendous. Do you know what? I think I'm going to use a different blush. I always use this, the Made You Blush Cheek Colour by Soap & Glory, but there is actually a very nice blush in this Tarte palette thing here. This one is really, really nice. Very dusky. I'm going to use a little bit of that. I tend to have been putting my bronzer on after my blush recently. I don't know, it's just something I'm trying. I just sort of sweep it up away from the apples of my cheeks, right up into my hairline. Oh god, that looks awful, doesn't it? Really muddy contour. I seriously need to change the lighting in here. I'm just going to keep blending that contour up. Whack a bit of bronzer on. I think I'm just gonna try and cut that contour a little bit better. It looks really, really chunky and low. Like, your contour needs to be up here, really. Doesn't it? Let's see. Yeah, I think that's better. I haven't put makeup on in so long. I'm just like going for it today. That's better. See, this is why I vlog so much, because I could just sit down and talk all day. I'm a nightmare. Right, I'm gonna do my bottom lashes while that is baking. Woo! So I'm going back into that Stacey Marie Mauvey Chant colour. I can't believe how dark it's got outside. Smoke out that bottom lash. Oh my god, I watched Bird Box last night. Have you watched it? I freaking loved it. And I got it. I totally got like the mixed, you know, not mixed, what's the word I want? Like, not hidden. Like the symbolism of things. I got it. Like, I had to explain it to Dan. I don't want to spoil it too much, but I think if you've ever been in a dark place in your life, you will get this film. I don't think anybody could enjoy it. I think it is sort of aimed at a particular kind of audience, but I really enjoyed it. Like, I enjoyed it a lot more than Dan. But I think that's because I have sort of had dark feelings in my life. I don't mean dark feelings, what do I mean? Like, I have been in a dark place with depression, and Dan has not. So I felt as if I really connected to the film and understood all the, you know, hidden meanings and, like I said, symbolism of things. I really loved it. So yeah, definitely give it a watch. It's very enjoyable. Right. How do we feel about white eyeliner? Like, I feel as if people look amazing with white eyeliner, but I've never been brave enough to do it on myself. So I've got like this flesh coloured, I think this is meant to be a brow pen, you know, like 100%, but I use the black as like eyeliner. It's this Revolution, I don't know, eyebrow pencil, I guess. But I've never done it. I think I have done it, but like when I've been on stage in musicals and stuff, so let's just see how this looks. But it really does like make your eyes look so big and open. And that is all I want in my life right now. So this isn't actually a white, I think this is kind of like a creamy off-white colour. Does it look okay? I'm not sure. I'll do the rest of my makeup and see if it grows on me. Meow meow meow. You're lonely. Okay, I've done it. I don't know how I feel about it. It looks better in real life than it does on camera, actually. Like, it's less noticeable, but we shall see. Right, I'll tightline the top as well. God, I've been filming for like an hour. I just have so much to catch up on with you guys. You guys, I hate it when I say that. Like the 10 of you that watch me. You guys. I'm really sorry about Vlogmas. Like, I'm really sorry it didn't happen. So I guess I've become a more successful hairdresser since last year. Hairdressers get really fucking busy at Christmas, in case you didn't know. And I would hope that all of you who watch my channel are not these people that ring up on the day and say, can you fit me in today? Like, I'm not being funny, sweetheart, but there are people that have been booked in for 3 months. No, I can't fit you in today, believe it or not. Okay, just brushing that bake off. Has it made a difference? I'm not sure. Get some bronzer on. I keep using this. This is the butter bronzer that I got from Florida Physicians Formula. I'm just starting to hit pan there, but I've got another one. So I'm not panicking. Which is the lightest shade, I think. I'm not sure what shade it is. I think it must be the lightest one. I'm pretty sure I would have been sensible enough to do that. What was I talking about? Vlogmas. So I did my first Vlogmas because it was like the day before we were setting off to go to Disneyland, and that's like super exciting, and I was really organised and I had everything done that I wanted to be done, and I came back from my holiday in Disney on the 7th of December, and then I worked from the 8th of December up until the 23rd of December. I worked every single day. Sundays and Mondays. I usually have Sunday, Monday off work, but I worked them. I worked every single day. Because I had that time off to go to Disneyland, I knew that I would have lost a week of being able to put clients in there. But to be honest, most of them wanted close to Christmas appointments anyway. I was working like 12-hour shifts. And I was absolutely exhausted. And all I can say is, if you wanted 24 days of me vlogging, doing people's hair colours, great. Come and watch my Vlogmas that I didn't do. Because seriously, that is all I was doing. It was very, very tiring. But you know what? I'm really lucky, and I said this to a lot of my customers at the time, I'm really lucky that I love my job and that I get to do something that I love every single day. Like, I feel really, really blessed to, you know, be able to look forward to going to work every day. But I was knackered, and I would have done the most boring Vlogmas you'd ever seen. Oh, this is my new favourite highlighter, by the way. This is the Ofra Star Island highlighter. It's amazing. I managed to get my hands on the Amrezy highlighter by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I really, really liked it, but I think it's just a tad too dark for me. I'm not sure. I always put it on, and then when I turn my head forwards, I can see where it is. So I always put a little bit of this on top, but I'm just going in for this today because I've got quite a cool toned thing going on today. I've decided that cameras never show off highlighter as good as they can be. It's just one of those things in life. But seriously, I don't think there's any comparison for Ofra highlighters. I just don't think there's anything better out there. They are just insane. They're just great. I just love them. Pop a little bit there, my inner corner. Bing, bing, bing. Oh my god, I'm not even halfway there. Are you bored of me talking yet? I'll probably edit so much of this out. Oh god, the cats are fighting again. Cats indeed. Okay, so there's all my powdery things done. I'm gonna put some setting spray on and then do all my eye things. I've been trying out quite a few different setting sprays this year, but I think my favourite one is this Kat Von D one. It really does seem to work, and it smells lovely. It's a good mister as well. Like, you've just gotta not go with it, you've just gotta long. I just think it's really, really good. And you can really, really layer it on so that it soaks into all that powder. I have still been loving, I got this last year I think it was last January, but this is like my second or third one. The Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. I keep buying the baby ones for some reason. I don't know why I don't just get a big one. But I just aim that. Again, this is another great mister. I aim that on these cheekbones. I do like 2 or 3 sprays on my cheeks and then just one down the middle. And it does just give you that little sparkly, I don't know, dewy finish. Oh, come on and hurry up and dry, man. Oh, Merry Christmas card. Very useful. Yum. Freezing cold coffee. Let's do some wing liner because I always do wing liner. I always feel weird, like, when I haven't got winged liner on. I don't feel like I look finished. I think it's because I've been wearing it for so many years. I first started wearing winged liner when I was 17. I was in Greece in college, and it was like we did a bit of research on how to get the look, you know? And that was it. I loved how it looked, and that was it. So how was your Christmas? Tell me all about it in the comments. Ours was very, very quiet. It was just me and Dan during the day. We didn't have any family around or anything like that. We just wanted it to be us two this year. What are you doing? You're so naughty. I am ruining this look. It's a bad eyeliner day. This looks diabolical over here. Ooh, how am I gonna fix this? Everything's been going so well up until this point. So to hide how badly I've done my eyeliner on the side, I'm just taking this little really thin brush, and I'm just tapping a little bit of black above the line to kind of make it a little bit more blurred and smudgy looking, because yeah, I need it to just look a little bit more done. It's very messy, especially on this side. I don't know what happened. See, because this wing is so thick now, you've lost all that depth that I created by cutting the crease. But hey ho, nothing a pair of false eyelashes won't hide. Finally opened my lash paradise that I got in Florida, and I thought, oh, it's not going to be that different from the UK version, Lash Paradise Ecstatic or something we have over here. Yeah, it is. It's very different. It's a lot better, and it has lasted me much longer as well. I found that the UK one, you got like a couple of weeks out of it and then you needed a new one. But you know how it takes a week for a mascara to become good, in my opinion. But this has just been awesome. It really thickens and curls those lashes, and I have loved it. I have really enjoyed using it, and I'm going to be so gutted when it's gone. I might buy the UK one again, just to see if it is my imagination. But I honestly think this has been a lot better than the UK one. But what do I know? I really don't know where I'm going, like, in 2019 with my channel. Like, I was totally ready to sort of aim to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, but I just haven't been here. I just haven't had time to be on this channel, you know? So that goal is definitely done with, but I really don't know what to do. Like, it would be great if you guys could tell me in the comments, like, the kind of videos you enjoy seeing from me, because I have not got that much inspiration at the moment. I think it's because I've like had a month off practically from doing it. I feel a little bit lost, I'm not gonna lie. These lashes I have been wearing all the time. They are from Primark. They were £5. I will try and hold one up for you to see, but they are just ace. They're not too thick and they're not too long, but they're nice and wispy on the ends. I can't remember, they might be called Dubai, and they were £5, and they didn't come with glue, but I'm alright with that. But if you are new to lashes, you will have to pick up some glue to use with them, because they don't come with it. But they are lovely, got a really nice thin band, and I've just been loving them. I've been wearing them pretty much all this holiday season. Holiday season, is that even something we say in the UK? Do you guys just want me to do vlogs or reviews or what? You know, just chatty, get ready with me makeup things. Like, that is the thing I love to watch more than anything. Like, if I ever go to anybody's channel and they've got like a chatty get ready with me that's like half an hour long, I will watch it. I absolutely love those kind of videos. Like, I don't want a 5-minute review of something. You know, I really want to get to know you and watch you explain how you do your makeup and the things you've been up to and what's going on in your life. Like, that is my jam. I love it. I'm just gonna line my lips while my eyelash glue dries down. This is the Jeffree Star Calabasas lip liner. I don't particularly like it. The more I've got to use it, the more I dislike it. And the shade I cannot stop using is this tiny little thing from Tarte. I love it. I just can't stop using it, and I'm really sad that it's going to run out soon because they only do it in this little size. They don't do a full size of it. It's like a limited edition. So I'm going easy on it and just trying to use it once a day. Like, I'll put it on at home and then that'll be it. I won't take it out with me. I'll tell you something I haven't done this year, and that's watch Home Alone. Woo! Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but I haven't had a chance to get around to watching it this year, which is ridiculous. Like, I'm probably going to end up watching it in January or something. Oh my god, I love these lashes so much. Right, tell me what your best Christmas present was in the comments down below. I think mine was from my mother-in-law. Massive bottle of Chanel. Oh my god, what an angel. She knows me so well. Actually, no, probably my best present was going to Florida. Have to admit, I have been looking at holidays again. For Florida. I think everybody does that after Christmas. Like, they're just so fed up of like the cold and being stuck in the routine and everything. Like, don't they say that January is one of the first day back at work is like the busiest day for looking at holidays or something. Everybody's like on the lunch break Googling the best flights. I hate this lipstick with this look. It's way too pink. What am I gonna do? There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? What the hell is that from? Does anybody know what that's from? I just sang. There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? What's it from? There's a rat in my kitchen, what am I gonna do? What about this from Tarte? Texas Toast. That's quite neutral. Ew. No, I don't like that. Faded by Lime Crime. This is really nice. I think that's good. That looks good to me. Fabulous. Okay, I'm done. That's it. There is a finished look. I just need to do my bloody hair. Oh, that's another thing I've been considering having a change with. Like, have I been brunette for like 2 years now? I think so. I think it's time I did something a little bit different, but I'm not sure what. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with my hair. I'm thinking maybe like ginger, maybe? I don't know. I'm gonna go eat some leftover Christmas dinner sandwiches. That's it. Thank you so much for watching this. I probably won't be putting up another video until New Year, or after New Year I should say. So if you want to come back and see me again, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification so you get a notification every time I upload. Have a very happy New Year, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.